And what the pandemic has done, unfortunately, is made us very comfortable working from home, especially young people, but for a lot of us, we think that we've won the lottery, that this is the world's greatest way to work, where I can have total freedom and make a living and be a part of a team, but for the fact that we're not members of teams. Isaac Stern said, the famous violinist said, music happens between the notes. Well, trust happens between the meetings, right? It's the walking into the meeting and the chit chat. And it's the walking out of the meeting where we're continuing the chit chat. It's the bumping into somebody in the hallway and being like, oh, I meant to tell you. It's grabbing somebody and saying, hey, you want to get a cup of coffee? And it's all these seemingly innocuous little interactions that by themselves do nothing, but in concert, they actually build human relationship. And the problem with online is all of those in-betweens are gone. All we have is the meeting. That's it. That's all we've got. And so it's extremely difficult to build trust online. You actually have to do more work. It's like any company that it's just doing it the same and just having the meetings. No, you have to really do more work and artificially create social interaction. And even then, and I've had a virtual company for over 10 years, even then, we still have business trips where we visit each other, and we still have offsites where we come together as an entire team, because we know that nothing replaces good old-fashioned human interaction. And by the way, you cannot do brainstorming or have great creativity online. It just doesn't exist. You can do it in person very easily because we interrupt each other. And it's, whereas online is very, very formal, like everybody's on mute, nobody wants to speak, it's not interruptive and chaotic, which is what you need for brainstorming. So we can live in a hybrid world where both exist, but I think for too many, they believe the future of work is online, and it'll be to the detriment of the company, but worse, it'll be to the detriment of the mental health of the person who never interacts with people. I'm fully aware and I recognize that the old working world where everybody came to work all the time favored the extroverts. Yeah. I get that. And the introverts sometimes struggled. But when we went to a fully remote world, which the introverts loved, now the extroverts were struggling because they need that human interaction, right? And so there's always going to be a loser in these scenarios if we choose one or. And if we truly love our teams, the correct answer is, I will sacrifice some of the time so that the people I work with can thrive the way that they thrive. So as an introvert, I accept that I sometimes have to come to work. And as an extrovert, I accept that sometimes I have to be separated because it helps my colleagues. And the point is we're making it an act of service. We're making flexible work and figuring out how work works for each other, where I think too much of the conversation has been about me and how I like to work. And you're not the only person on the team. And so there is no perfect work scenario. I get that. And the question is I'm willing to sacrifice some so that others may thrive.